One day I know I'm getting a new student, and I hear this beeping outside my classroom. Beep, beep, beep. What's going on? Beep, beep, beep. Some kid, they're all looking out the window. They go, oh, it's Ricky, Ricky. I said, Ricky. They go, oh, Bill, Ricky's legendary. He could steal any car. I'm going, oh, great. So I go out, and as a kid, he gets out of the car. It's like a brand new Mustang. In my class, I mean, come on. He goes, Mr. Fitzpatrick, where do you want me to park? I said, where do I want you to park? Park wherever and get in here. You're already late for school. So he comes in and he's apologizing for being late. The kid is well dressed. He's got the British accent. I mean, come on. So he comes in and I give him work to do, and all the work I give him, bing, bing, bing. He already, no problem. So, for the first few days, I'm like upping the ante. I'm saying, this kid does all the math. I mean, I'm giving him reading to do. He knows reading. He knows poets. This kid is very, and I say, how did you learn all of this? He goes, well, you can learn anything you want to learn in books. And, I can't do the English accent, but very classy English accent. And he's going, you can learn anything you want and reading books. And I read a lot of books. I'm like going, all right. So as time goes on, I learn this kid's story and why everybody likes him. Well, everybody likes him because he's got so much money, and he shares the money with the other kids. And, I mean, that alone makes him very popular. Here is what I found out that he was able to do. He would go into a car dealership. Now, he's very well dressed, very well spoken. He looks in his early 20s, even though he's in his late teens. And he'd go in and very politely look at a car and ask if he can go out for a test drive in the car. So what happens? The salesman and Ricky go out for the test drive. Now, Ricky says, I want to listen to the engine and all of that. You drive the car, and then I'll drive it back. Salesman wants to make the sale. Okay, the customer wants to sit in the passenger seat. I'll drive the car. So, they drive a couple of miles away from the dealership. Ricky would go, okay, fine. What happens? Salesman pulls over, gets out of the car to walk around the car. Ricky slides over, gets in the car, zing, takes off, leaves the salesman standing there in the street. Now, as I find out, this is like a very organized criminal network. I actually knew the guy who was like the mafia boss for the area, and the kids would tell, oh yeah, they had like an 18-wheeler parked like they knew exactly where they were going, and Ricky would come with the car and either drive the car to a garage or right up into the truck, and the car would go right down to, the waterfront, South Boston waterfront, and, within hours, this car was gone, never to be seen. And Ricky would get his money. Now, he was doing this a week, every 10 days, and, obviously the word would get out after a while, so he would have to go further and further geographically away in order for this scheme to work. But it was lucrative enough for the local crime boss and for Ricky to do that. So, I'd say, Ricky's in Maine, he's in Vermont, he's in Buffalo, New York, he's in Pittsburgh, he's in Atlantic City. I mean, this kid is like all over the same scam. And I'm telling you, if you look at him and, and you see that you could see how this kid was capable of pulling this off. And he was so smart that if he get into any situation, he could bullshit his way out. This kid was like, I shouldn't be so impressed with this criminal mindset, but he was so good at what he did that I was actually learning from him. I said, yeah, what are you doing? Well, this thing went on, and every once in a while he'd get caught, he'd go to jail, he'd get bailed out because he had plenty of money, and he'd get out, and he'd be out, and then, they'd fly. I mean, this kid was good enough at doing this, and there was enough money in this that they'd fly him to Chicago, and he'd run this scam there for a couple of, where's right? Oh, he's gone for, they keep telling me, oh, he's back in Jamaica, but he was like going Atlanta, Chicago, wherever they were sending him to run this scam. He was so good at it. Oh my goodness. How am I going to get out of this situation? Or, to me, get out of this situation is, how am I going to help this kid, take the talents that he has and put them in a positive direction? And I'm thinking this is not going to be easy. I said, how much money is he making? He's making between $400 and $1,200 depending on the car and the situation. These are brand new cars that he's stealing, okay? And I'm doing the math in my head. This kid is making like 2 or 3 times what I'm making as a teacher. He's making as a car thief. And he's very comfortable about it. So I said, he's got a mother that he lives with. I said, I got to get the mother in here with Ricky. We got to sit down and we got to talk this thing through, because even though we know that crime pays sometimes, it doesn't pay forever. You're going to get caught, and one of these times it's not going to be a juvenile prank and you're going to get thrown away for good. So what are we going to do here? Let's see what we're going to do. This is the Bill Fitzpatrick Network. I'm the old man himself. Please subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of The Genius Car Thief.